Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Exploring Biology with Sandeep. Today I am here with an important cell organelle, that is the mitochondria. So let's start with the mitochondria. Mitochondria is an important cell organelle which is present in the cytoplasm of the cell. As we discussed in the previous videos, that mitochondria, Golgi bodies, endoplasmic reticulum, nucleus, vacuole, ribosomes, lysosome, these are the organelles, out of which mitochondria is an important organelle which is known as the powerhouse of the cell. That we discuss in the next video why this is known as the powerhouse of the cell. And this organelle is the double membrane organelle. That means this organelle having the two outer layers which give them a proper protection. Fine. So the outer membrane is porous and the inner membrane is folded inside the cell. Fine. Now these folded structures are known as the cristae, and the cristae further having the small round studded bodies which are known as the F particles or the oxysomes. Fine. And instead of these two membranes, there is a matrix which is present in the mitochondria, and that matrix is containing the ribosomes and the DNA. Mitochondria is the organelle which having their own DNA and own ribosome for the synthesis of the protein. Fine. Next we are having the structure of the mitochondria. Now what is special in the mitochondria? As we discussed, this this organelle is the double membrane. So you can see clearly in the diagram there is one membrane, outer membrane, and the another membrane is known as the inner membrane. Fine. In between these two membranes there is little space is there. This space is known as the outer chamber, and inside the mitochondria where the matrix is present, this hole is known as the inner chamber. Except of these, in the inner membrane there is some cristae formation, that also you can see clearly in the diagram, and these cristae further having the F1 particles. F1 particles are the important part of the mitochondria because further they are helping in the generation of energy in the form of ATP. Fine. Then after that there is ribosomes and DNA is present here. Ribosome is for the formation of the proteins and DNA for the genetic material. Then matrix fluid is here. Fine. So this is the elaborated structure of the mitochondria. Hope it is clear to you. Next we are having diagram also for the more clarification. You can see here is two membrane, outer membrane, inner membrane, and the inner membrane space that is known as the inner chamber, and the outer chamber, and DNA, matrix, ribosomes, crystals are here. That I already told you whatever the function they are performing inside the mitochondria. Next we are having the functions of the mitochondria. Now what are the important functions? Like first, this is the site for the cellular respiration in which they are using some product and they are forming the product, in the sense carbohydrates, and they are forming the carbon dioxide and the water vapors, plus they release the energy or they generate the energy in the form of ATP is the adenosine triphosphate, and ATP is known as the energy currency. So that's why the mitochondria is known as the powerhouse of the cell, because it is generating the energy in the form of the ATP. Now where this generated energy is used inside the cell. First of all, it is used for the synthesis of the chemical compounds like RNA replication, synthesis of proteins, carbohydrates, and lipids. As we know, the protein synthesis occur in the ribosomes. Fine. The lipid synthesis occur in the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Next, it is used for the mechanical work also. For example, contraction of muscles, movement of cilia and flagella, conduction of nerve impulses, and production of heat. Fine. Contraction of muscles, like if the cells which are present in our muscles, the muscles are mainly function like a contraction and relaxation for the functioning or for the movements of the body. Fine. So this is also for this function also cells require an energy, and they take it in the form of the ATP from the mitochondria. Fine. Next, like the cilia and flagella, in some of the organisms having the cilia and flagella on their outer membrane, which help them to be moved from one place to the another place. So for this activity also they require the energy, and they get it from the mitochondria. Next, conduction of nerve impulse. For example, in the human beings, the sensory nerves convey the message to the spinal cord or the brain through the nerves, and the again spinal cord and the brain convey the message to the sense organs through the motor nerves. This function also required the energy that they get from the mitochondria. Fine. Next, we're having a one more function, that is mitochondria is able to be make their own proteins. So it organelle is known as the semi-autonomous organelle. Fine. So mitochondria and one more organelle is there that we discuss in the next video. They having their own DNA and ribosomes. So this question is very important, that come in the exam in the CBSE questions also. Fine. Why which organelle is having their own DNA and own ribosome? So the mitochondria and the plastid, that we discuss in the next video. These two organelles having their own DNA and ribosome for the formation of the proteins and to carry the genetic information. Fine. So today we are end with our topic, that is the mitochondria. I hope it is clear to you. If you have any doubt or any query related to this topic, please you can write in the comment section, so I am able to get your queries, and I will clear these queries into the next video. So I hope you like this content. If you like, please subscribe and share my channel. Thank you so much.